All right, welcome everybody. This is Tech Trends.
Go.
All right, welcome everybody. This is Tech Trends episode 18. How you doing this week, Renee?
Doing fantastic, man. Was like glad to have be back on the podcast again. Sorry we're running late again. Yesterday we supposed to podcast yesterday, Joe, but yeah,
Yeah.
to go to town.
Yep. So our first article this week. I got shocked. Comcast reportedly shut off internet to hundreds of people in Denver, and there's this other company called Apple Wi-Fi that installs internet for a whole bunch of different apartment complexes. And Comcast said that they gave out service that they shouldn't under their contract. I guess the breach of contract they're saying.
Really?
Yeah, but Alpha Wi-Fi probably sees that and also says that there was some kind of discussion and dialogue between Comcast and them, but that they wanted a smooth transition for whatever this problem was between Comcast customers and Alpha Wi-Fi customers, so that they didn't have disruption in their internet service. Because we're having a problem we're all dealing with, and it's not so nice to have your internet cut off one day.
Definitely.
And so Comcast says that they tried to contact as many people they could who they thought were affected by this, and Alpha Wi-Fi said Comcast could have done it better. They could have done it more smoothly, and one that they're probably they think there was a problem, but some of these consumers were really upset because they just got their cut off, and I want to probably be on Alpha Wi-Fi's side for this, just because Comcast, or at least on the consumer side, only the consumer side, maybe not Alpha Wi versus Comcast, but Comcast can. I got in the past where my browser, when you open a browser up, it'll give you a message from Comcast, like the URL, just be Comcast. You can't look at anything else but that first right away.
Really?
Yeah, and they can also even make so you could click off that, like kind of like the root thing. But at least if they put that up there when you open your browser, they should tell you like contact us within 48 hours, and then you can solve the problem before you lose internet access.
Yeah, definitely.
But imagine this going down during a business meeting or just anything, and then you're supposed to report to work online, and your boss like,
see, we should be almost live back up again.
should we start off where we were?
Correct. Just give me one moment. Let me make sure the stream is coming back on.
Are we gonna like merge them together, maybe, or?
Well, the video's still playing. It's just gonna be a gap in between. Showing we're live again, but my webcam's not showing on my computer for some apparent reason. Not sure why it's not showing. Oh, it's because it's pulling up over here on the other one. And it shouldn't be doing that. Webcam. We're live, Joe. If you want to continue.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
So, yep. So we had a little bit technical issues there. So basically, we don't know if there's a Robin Hood involved or Robin Hoods, and we don't know if it's just it could just be like just a breakdown of communication. But basically, because of the global problem, internet was supposed to be delayed for like being shut off. But I think that like cut off like in May or June, and that was only for people who had their internet, who couldn't pay their bill at that time, not for people who got a service or weren't paying Comcast. So yeah, I mean, these people didn't even know they're supposed to pay Comcast, or they thought they were paying Comcast, like whatever I'm not sure what they thought, maybe they're like, maybe it's an issue between Apple and Epic Games where they were pocketing the money and not telling Comcast that they were getting service. But I guess it's a little bit hearsay, because we don't know if it's ever going to be like a legal battle or whether it's just going to be a cutoff of service, and then these people are just dealing with finding a new provider.
Definitely.
It's just not the most pleasant to be saying, "Hi, I'm Comcast. I cut you off. Come join me now." I mean, maybe I'm the only provider.
Correct.
I could have done a browser news update, but I didn't do that.
Yep.
So,
just wondering why they didn't do that. Or even, they actually have also the ability to actually send letters out to their clients, via email, via text, and stuff like that, letting them know before the cutoff.
Yeah, and I'm wondering, I wish we knew numbers about how people affected, and if there was like a noticeable drop in availability to people who they're saying they're paying customers.
Correct.
If there's a noticeable effect, and that's why they're like, we have to deal with this.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I was Alpha Wi-Fi and I was not in the wrong, I would probably sue Comcast because they should have said this more appropriately.
Correct.
And now Alpha Wi-Fi's name is tarnished, I would say.
Yep.
And Comcast is a bigger company. Comcast can take these blows more.
Definitely.
So, it's usually the smaller company that the reputation, I think, gets destroyed. And it's more of a swing versus some big company that can weather it. So, we'll go on to another topic. So, we told you we were following up on the Epic Games versus Apple. And in the new dispute, the continuing dispute this week and next week, Apple is claiming that Epic just did this for popularity's sake. If you look at Google statistics, I'm not sure exactly where they're looking for that. They're looking for Google Trends or something else. I'm not sure. But they're saying that Epic Games has reduced popularity 70% since October 2019.
Yeah.
But Epic Games says that's true. If you look at that same period, it's actually increased by 39%. So they both can't be like he's right. They can't be right. The stats are the stats, and so I'm not sure if that's going to be legitimate evidence in the court case. And who's right on this?
Yeah, who is going to be right in this situation?
So yeah, gosh, if you look at this court brief, it's 184 pages.
Oh man, I don't know if I want to read that.
Yeah, if anybody's curious about the nitty-gritty details, maybe there's somewhere in here where they're talking about numbers. Maybe there's some juicy insults in there somewhere.
Yeah, everyone's article and just not free to do so, because if you want to read the whole article, this podcast would probably be like 3 hours long. Isn't that what I do?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't go that far into the podcast, read every single article about that thing. It's too mind-boggling. And also, we also might interpret it wrong, and we don't want to interpret it wrong and cause more disputes in this case.
I'll tell you something. I'll hypothetically, I'll say I looked at the data, and it showed that Apple declined by 50% and Fortnite declined by 5%.
That number's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you where I got it from either.
You guys out there, look for the information.
Yeah. So yeah, that we'll probably have more articles about this in the future because just it's very entertaining tech battle in the courts.
Yeah, what's going to outcome at the end? Would it be Apple? Would it be Fortnite? Because also too in the article it did state that the judge ruled that they're not Apple does not have to put games back into the App Store anymore.
Yeah,
and that's the crazy part.
Yeah, so waiting to see if because Epic can always appeal it too after ruling. If there's some merit to appealing it.
Yeah, if they could prove some stuff, and they could win.
Yeah, and yeah, right now the loser is the anybody on the Apple iOS.
They won't be able to play
so
it.
You better. I guess this is the best time to go buy a Microsoft PC or go to Android. We're getting in sales because of this.
True, exactly. I was about to say that too. And also, what's going on with they haven't said nothing like Google versus Epic Games. I just removed off the market, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't.
That's because there was a dispute. Also, Google was also a dispute with Epic Games. I wonder why did they target the big boy Apple?
I think it's because Apple went further,
and Google didn't.
Yeah, I thought Google wasn't banning them. You know what I mean? Like Apple was saying they're gonna get rid of all their engine,
Yeah.
And get rid of all their developers. I don't think Google went that far.
Google just got not their account, but you can spend it on further notice.
Yeah, I think it just is about Fortnite. The app.
Okay.
So I think Apple was just aggressive. So,
that went silent. Google just disappeared into the abyss, and Apple's fighting Fortnite, and that's pretty much it. But didn't in that article we say that Google was siding with Epic?
No, there was Microsoft was siding with.
Okay, Microsoft.
Yeah, and Facebook.
I'm trying to recap all this because so much is going on. I'm like, man, some of the audience here kind of doesn't know because they're already new to this podcast. Yeah, and so kind of to revamp some of this up from the previous incident. I'm kind of I forget things here and there, and Joe might remember, and some things Joe might remember, and I might remember.
Yeah, so Epic Games has been more clear about what they want. They want to pay Apple 10%, I believe, for all their app in-store purchases, and they don't want to pay 30%. Apple wants them to continue paying 30%. And I'm not sure if I think they said they'd bring Epic Games back, Fortnite back. But with this legal battle now, what do you think? Even if Epic Games went along with the 30%, do you think they'll take them back?
Man, I don't know.
I don't know if the blood's gotten that bad,
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like this is weird. Usually companies and employers get into an argument. They usually just don't know them anymore. They just phase them out.
Yeah, and so it depends on. I would say they should let them back in.
I definitely agree on that. If they should bring them back.
It means the sales whether there's more Android phones being bought.
Correct.
I don't know how much influence Fortnite has on Android sales and laptop sales. Like a cheap laptop to play Fortnite.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that's why it's the interesting fight between Apple and Epic Games because there's a phone and there's a laptop. So I'm for more news about that drama.
Yeah. Also, if you have any comments or anything you want to say, or anything you want us to cover or topics, make sure to comment or let us know in the chat room on what you want us to hear.
Yeah. So there has been some instead of just ongoing stuff. Well, this is ongoing too, but it's more resolved than before. Trump has approved that Oracle, a database company, can buy TikTok. So TikTok's probably and this Oracle company in the U.S. Is going to manage all the U.S. Consumers data.
That's gonna be awesome. Now I get to be on TikTok again and stay on TikTok. Not worry about TikTok going bye bye.
Yeah, I mean, videos on TikTok.
I have a few TikTok videos, but they only one of them went viral for a little bit. It just died. If you have TikTok, go to TikTok. I'll put it in my description.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can do it. How long do you get to do a video? How long is the longest?
It's between like 15 minutes to 30, not 15 minutes, 15 seconds to 30 seconds.
Yeah, I don't think I really do.
I know. What are you doing in 15 seconds, 30 seconds? What can you do in those time?
Have you more talented with that time?
Yeah, it's like what's that? Who's the other one? The one that shut down Vine. Vine, man, I started. I never really got to upload much on there, and a lot of people I discovered through Vine.
It's an audition process. You got to get yanked off.
Right. It's hard. I'm really plan that 15-second video and know what you're gonna do and what you're gonna say because there's no time for mistakes. Maybe that's man, you're just screwing up.
Yeah. So it looks like they're gonna be partially bought, where allow Oracle to buy up to 20% of the stake in the company.
Yeah.
And they published that TikTok is going to be working with Oracle and Walmart. I'm sure Walmart's going to be part of it, but maybe Walmart will be able to buy some shares too about it, 20% or something. But they still need to have it approved by the U.S. Treasury Department.
Yep.
And it continues. They also have to. Trump was talking about how they were going to have to pay a lot of money to the U.S. government, basically for grievance about data, citizens' data and everything.
Yep.
And kind of a compromise is going to be that companies agreed to donate $5 billion to an educational fund based in Texas. It's a very large fund. So they're going to have to build that for the reprieve, and then also being bought by with coordination with companies. Yep. So TikTok's here to stay. It's like they were supposed to be kicked out that December 15th, but like the like the negotiations were going good enough that didn't happen. And the resolution was like Microsoft and the people were looking at it, Google was looking at everything, and TikTok did want them. Yeah. So Oracle for the bill, and yeah, if you like TikTok, it's here.
It's here.
So I think that's everything about that.
I think that's great. Yeah, precious man, feel free to comment down below. Right? Comment. Comment. We're not gonna shoot you out. I'm gonna shoot you out. We're here. We're friends.
Yep. So let's go to the next article. This is a one about ketamine, which is, I guess, it has some recreational uses of illicit drugs, but also some pharmaceutical, I believe. But it's a device that's warranted to be managed for very acute, which is maybe
Oh, so, this is gonna revolutionize the world too. Did you say how long has it out?
It's not actually on the market. Still, it's still data. It wouldn't be on the market. It would be approved FDA for stop in 2026. So 6 years now.
Yeah, I know this is already like medications and stuff like that in hospitals, but is it gonna be like a wearable device or what? How is this set up?
Yeah, it's got a disposable pod, got a needle and Bluetooth controller. I suppose it just is administering it themselves. I'm not sure if it has any warnings. If you administer something, say, you've already had a dosage 4 years ago, or whatnot.
There's no hospitals when they give you their drugs like you just button or you push button, they only give you so much doses per, and it administers on doses that you overdose stuff. Yeah, so they have those kind of precautions in there. But yeah, they're trying to fix the problem they see with opioid crisis, and they're hoping it will prevent overdoses and dependency. Yeah, I really hope. Yeah, the critics would say that there's some complications with psychedelic effects, but the company would argue that it's only if you go a certain dosage, and there are some things that could raise blood pressure, heart rate, and to make confusion, agitation, liver damage, body inflammation. You mix it with any of those drugs you should be with, like opioids or benzos, it can be fatal. So, not sure what else will be the proper candidate for this. Like, someone doesn't have stories with opioids or benzos to prevent the problems versus somebody who has problems with opioids. I'm not sure it's them. Maybe it will. It'll help with their trying to find opioids. It'll help them that much. Yeah. But they're probably saying that at most they're hoping the dosage will just make you feel like you've had a glass of wine. Not bad. Yeah. So it helps with your acute and chronic pain, and hopefully we can make the world a better place. And there's many we can reduce overdoses. We can another thing that might be able to, if they're very successful, this might be able to go into the mental health medicine, but that's the name of not rest. Yeah, definitely. They're an ambitious company that thinks that they can really do. Yeah, I hope so, man. It's probably thinking about I guess most mental health medications are oral. So I'm not sure if there is any sub-Q. So it's the infection. I'm wondering if it's mental health medication that is. So I think maybe like to be reminded to take or something. Yeah. It's something that it's voluntary. So I'm not sure if they can bring more technology to medications. Yeah, that's a medication also maybe from. Like I said, I've seen I think too much of any medication also. And also especially medical too. Yeah. That was kind of the same thing. Yeah, and there's also be a record too. So if you're trying to person, maybe helping you say on medications. Correct. I always do medicines, yeah. If you can see it. Oh man, that's cool. Yeah, I would say I have also with diabetes, and this kind of thing that can go wrong really help that person on top of diabetes. Correct. And help family members deal with it too, so that they help them. So it's when you're with diabetes, you're chronic, right? You don't get every single day. Correct. So this thing's going to suck you there, and you just have one time and medication. And same thing with headache. I just think people should want to have their fingers all the time. It's like every 14 days a season, and you can be monitoring, you can see all kinds of stuff. So I'm not sure about cost and insurance. It's probably the problem. It's cheap enough to cover this. It's cheap to go early, or it's technology. It depends on how it applies to like other things like 20. So like for now. Definitely. What if actually being noticed that we actually work nearly technology on us? You know further? What experience applies to together? If your brain will you on there, like contribution to kind of your brain. Yeah, I think I found early leading too, because he was talking about having early help with passion. Correct. This is so probably say, you have medications to be administered, maybe you're also around when they're supposed to be with therapeutics, definitely. Correct. It probably doesn't or the blood you have certain medications. Oh, okay, there's one medication to double check. It's like so there's a medication you develop that which I don't know, there's medications for blood medications, but have on I'm going to correct. That's all things like yeah, that's what things like what is this would be like merged together or put together extra medications like antibody. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're like you're honest, you're not interested, you're cautiously.
You know, they got fishing your reaction. You know, you bring start to anything else. So it should be starting learning technology with this my work.
Yeah, and it's hot now, but like there's notices like you know, for sure, like the second so each change something sure. With kind of just put some advisor what you can try in early or in hospital, like you know, but I like you from that. Yeah, very safe for tell you what's for. Yeah, well, no, lots of health issues. Probably close to you're going to use technology because you had health issues or something. You know, like spend like or do I resist and stuff.
Right. So
you know, maybe you
see.
Well, I don't know what this is.